Hello, friends. How are you today? We are talking tweener work. And what do I mean by that? It is a business development strategy. And the tweeners are those projects that you fit in between the big projects. And look, I worked for and I sold hundreds of millions of dollars worth of construction projects. But it was vastly important and it was a major strategy for our organization to be able to have some of those smaller projects as well. It would be wonderful if we went from one big project to the next big project to the next big project. But the reality is that's not how it works. And so if you have people sitting on the bench, wouldn't you at least prefer to have them recoverable in some kind of way, getting some kind of money back rather than just sitting there as a drain on your organization? But I get it. Bigger organizations and some of the people that work in the bigger organizations really start to, get a little cocky in the way that they're like, well, I'm too good to work on that small project. I can't work on that particular type of project. It's beneath me. The reality is the other piece of the strategy is oftentimes it's an amazing way for us to be able to get in with some of those clients that we are trying to prove ourselves to. So those smaller in between kind of tweener work opportunities actually have an opportunity for us to showcase the biggest and best and brightest talent that we have when you are first starting to establish your relationships. So it would be wonderful if our clients just gave us hundreds of millions of dollars worth of new business every single day. But sometimes we have to prove it to them because whether the money is coming out of their back pocket as a private developer or they're working for a public entity on behalf of the constituents that they serve, basically when they hire you, they're basically saying, here's my career, don't screw it up. And they're not going to do that with anyone that is unproven to them. So those tweener opportunities are not just, let's just throw the C or D or whatever player that we have that like they'll do that project. The reality is we should be putting, if that's a true client opportunity, we should be putting everything towards that opportunity. So then that way the client experiences us on the smaller work, much like they will on the larger work. Our relationships, our business development, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And all of those smaller projects really lead to those bigger opportunities, those long time repeat client kind of opportunities. Client retention, remember, is business development. 80% of our clients, 80% of our business should be, 20, why am I messing that up? 80% of our business should be coming from 20% of our clients. And that's a rinse and repeat over and over again. Yeah, I got it. Like the wheels aren't completely going all the way this morning. So what about you? How do you feel? How do your people feel about those in-between kind of projects? Are they looking forward to it or do they just discount it? Really making sure that we emphasize the importance of those smaller kinds of projects because they are valuable for the long-term sustainability of our business. You take good care. If you have any questions about this or any other business development related strategy, don't hesitate to reach out and I will see you soon.